Hi class, this is Dr. Earls during week 6 to check in and try to give some clarification to the remaining 3 weeks of work that you're doing now for our class. Thanks so much first, if I can say that, for your prayers for us last week while we were down in Guatemala. God allowed us to see about 1,900 to 2,000 public school children and share God's love and minister the gospel of Christ to them. It's an amazing thing. In Guatemala, there's no separation of church and state. The constitution of the country is so heavily influenced by the Roman Catholic Church. That reality is their situation, and so there is an open window for evangelical ministries, churches to go into schools as they earn that credibility and right by doing servant evangelism ministries to the children to help them. That opens doors for our SBC partners there. They're now currently the ones that we work with doing about 30,000 students Bible studies weekly in the public school systems in Guatemala. So thank you so much for your prayers for us while we were there ministering. Just real quickly, your last 3 weeks will involve your final 2 written assignments and then your final project. This week you're working with your written assignment for discipleship in a healthy church. You're looking at working with what you've been exposed to in discipleship, along with Early and Dempsey's work, including then Bonhoeffer, of what is the real result of doing the Great Commission as our common mission as a local church family, and complementing one another's gifts and ministries to help us build bridges to connect with the lost people in our communities in order to share Christ's love and His gospel with them. And to do it in such a way as you're going to be working on next week, to fold them into small groups where they will be loved on, discipled, and equipped to be sent back out to share Christ with their circles of friendships, with their lost people around them. That's the quickest way, or as far as the most effective way to say it, how churches grow, is how we impact and equip and send out new believers to influence and love and lead their friends to Christ. Because they're coming out of that world, they have such a reservoir of lost people around them. And so that's one of the keys to a church growing and experiencing conversion growth, is equipping, encouraging, and sending out especially new believers along with older believers, and then them bringing their friends to Christ and into small groups. You're going to be working on that especially during your week 7 work. I'm sending with this video a study of some churches in third world nations, as well as a church down in Baton Rouge, that have been very effective in how they have multiplied groups that multiply disciples, or to say it the other way, multiplying disciples that multiply groups. But again, following what discipleship has argued, Jesus had 12 people for a reason. We know from sociology and so many studies that the best dynamic for training happens in 12 or less in a small group. So I trust this extra study I'll send to you, it's about 45 pages, will be helpful in understanding the applications of these principles and insights you're studying through this course. Then in your final project, you have the 5 V's that you'll be working on. So again, in all of your assignments, follow carefully the grading rubric and the instructions for completing your assignments. In the final project, you're going to do vision, values, views, again the roles of the different ones that make up a local church, your vehicles, how do you carry out that Great Commission work and connecting with the lost people, exposing them to God's love, and sharing the gospel with them. And then 5 verifiers. When we measure, we open the doors for increasing excellence. What gets evaluated gets done, and that's what we want to understand, that 5th area of the final project. Well, thanks again, class, for your digging in, especially those of you that are going on to a D session during this week. You're doubling up, so just be especially careful of time management and allotting time for what you have to get done. Thanks so much, class. God bless you, and have a great rest of the week. All right, bye.